Are you, Daniel's ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, since we've been off the record, we'll resume this proceeding under the, we will continue this proceeding. We now have the photographers present at the request of the adoptive parents or soon-to-be adoptive parents. Photography, including video and audio recording, is being permitted. Is that each of your requests?
Yes.
Yes.
And is that your request, Ms. Mills, as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will proceed with this. The court's been presented an order waiving the interlocutory decree, waiting period of 6 months. That gives a provision under Title 10 Oklahoma Statute, Section 7505-6.3. The court does find, based upon the pleadings in the file, that a 6-month waiting period is not necessary or desired, and will waive the interlocutory decree with a temporary order of adoption. We'll sign that in open court. The order waiving interlocutory decree is granted.
Thank you, sir. And at this time, I would call Aaron Howard.
Ms. Howard,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you wish to testify from there, or you don't want to be up here?
I'll be wherever you'd like me to.
Okay, why don't you approach the bench, and I'll swear you in. Ms. Howard, if you would raise your right hand, do you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Would you have a seat to your right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mills, you'll be recognized.
Thank you, sir. May I please state your name for the record?
Erin Howard.
And Ms. Howard, can you tell me how are you currently employed?
I work for the Department of Human Services in the Adoptions Division.
Okay. And what are your responsibilities in the adoptions division?
I work with families that are certified Bridge Resource homes that are in the process of adopting children that are in the custody of the state. And I ensure that all their background checks, all child welfare checks, all checks are completed through fingerprinting and everything, background checks, child welfare, and ensure that their home is a safe environment for our children.
Okay. And during handling those duties, have you had the opportunity to meet and work with David and Sarah Martin?
Absolutely.
Okay. I previously showed you, and you have signed 2 documents. I'm going to hand you the first. This is the affidavit regarding national fingerprint-based criminal background check. Is that in fact your signature?
That is my signature.
Have you in fact seen the criminal background checks of David and Sarah Martin?
I have.
And are you telling this court under oath that there is no criminal background?
There are no criminal backgrounds.
Okay. As a DHS employee, do you have the authority to consent to this adoption?
I do.
I'm going to hand you what I've marked as the consent to adoption. Is that your signature on that document?
That is.
And are you asking the court to accept your consent to this adoption today?
I am.
Judge, I have no further questions of this witness.
Good, Ms. Howard, thank you. You can step down.
Thank you.
Ms. Howard, this affidavit that you just testified about, we actually see you sign it up. We should have. Is that your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is everything in this affidavit true and correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the affidavit regarding national fingerprint-based criminal background check is approved as the proper form, and the consent to adoption by the adoptive agency or the Oklahoma Department of Human Services. Their consent to adoption is properly executed and will be accepted by the court.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, at this time I will call David Martin.
Mr. Martin, if you would step up here. Sir, raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, thank you. If you would have a seat to the right, please. Oh, my God. If you break it, you have to pay.
How to get the checkbook?
Ms. Mills, you'll be recognized.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please state your name for the record.
David Lee Martin?
And Mr. Martin, you are the petitioner in this matter of the adoption of BLW, is that correct?
Yes.
And we filed that here in Greer County, and that's case number FA 15-3, correct?
Yes.
Is it your desire today to adopt BLW?
Yes.
And BLW is Brianna Leanne Wilson, is that correct?
Yes.
And is she a female child of the African American and Caucasian race?
Yes.
And she was born August 13th, 2012 in Harmon County, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. At the time we filed the petition to adopt, you were 50 years of age, is that correct?
Yes.
And your wife was 36 years of age.
Yes.
Okay. Were the two of you married? Now this is a trick question. Were the two of you married on February 18th, 2006?
Yes.
Okay. And your place of residence is here in Greer County, here in Mangum, Oklahoma, correct?
Yes.
Is it your desire today to provide the exclusive care, custody, and guidance for Brianna?
Absolutely.
Is it your desire that the legal relationship of parent and child be established between you and Brianna?
Yes.
Do you believe this adoption is in Brianna's best interest?
Yes.
Prior to coming here today, have we filed all the necessary prerequisite paperwork in order to complete this adoption?
Yes.
Both the parents' rights have been terminated, is that correct?
Yes.
And we filed that here in this court as well, correct?
Yes.
Are you asking this court to grant this adoption today?
Yes. Excuse me.
Are you also asking that Brianna's name be changed from Brianna Leanne with a hyphen Wilson to Brianna Leanne without a hyphen Martin?
Yes.
And you're asking that be effective today?
Yes.
Judge, I have no further questions on this witness.
The name change requested was,
To Brianna Leanne, Leeann with no hyphen?
drop the hyphen.
Yes, sir. Martin.
Okay. Next,
I would call Sarah Martin.
Mrs. Martin, if you would approach the bench at this point. If you would raise your right hand, do you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? If you would have a seat to your right. Ms. Mills, you may inquire.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, please state your name.
Sarah Martin?
Okay, and you are the petitioner in this adoption action, is that correct?
Yes.
You've heard all the questions I've asked of your husband?
Yes.
If I were to ask you the same questions, would your answers be substantially the same?
Yes.
Is it your desire to create a parent-child relationship between you and Brianna today?
Yes.
Is it your desire to provide the exclusive care, custody, guidance, and control of Brianna today?
Yes.
And are you two asking her name be changed to Brianna Leanne Martin?
Yes.
Do you believe this adoption is in her best interest?
I do.
And are you asking that it be approved today?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
You may step down.
Judge, at this time, we would ask that you grant the petition for adoption of Brianna Lee Wilson. We would ask that you change the name to Brianna Leanne Martin, and that you announce David and Sarah Martin as the adoptive parents.
Okay, the court has reviewed the file, SA 2015-3. The court having reviewed the pleadings containing non-conduct full compliance with Title 10 Oklahoma Statute 7501-1.1, also known as the Oklahoma Adoption Code, has been complied with. This court does have proper jurisdiction and venue. The interlocutory decree or the temporary order, it could be for 6 months, is waived for good cause shown. We do find that the certified copies of termination of the parental rights from Harmon County have been properly filed within the court file. There is an existing custody order with the Department of Human Services. The Department of Human Services has consented to this adoption. A home study has been prepared and filed in the case, and that home study reflects very favorably for David and Sarah Martin. The public agency or Department of Human Services has properly executed an affidavit in their consent. There is a medical and social history provided. David and Sarah Martin, would you please stand? David and Sarah Martin, the court is pleased to announce that all paperwork is complete in the adoption of Leanne Wilson, who will be known from this moment forward as Leanne Martin is right. And you can say hi to Mom and Dad from this day forward.
Brianna, what's your name?
What's your name now? Brianna what?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you will present me a final order. Oh, it's sitting right here. In open court, the court will sign the final decree of adoption this 11th day of June 2015, officially making David and Sarah Martin husband and wife as the adoptive parents of Brianna Leanne Wilson. The name change is authorized by law, but the birth certificate will be changed to reflect Brianna Leanne Martin. Other than celebration, is there anything else, Ms. Mills?
No, sir, that is all.
Thank you for your efforts,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Betts, and congratulations,
Thank
Mr. and
you.
Mrs. Martin and Brianna.
Thank you.
We'll be over.
They'd like to take a picture with you. You'll come down. Yes, sure, we come in a picture with Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, adoption is a
She's gonna take pictures.